Hello everyone, this is Mr. Appel, and today we're going to learn how to do the construction of a perpendicular bisector of a line segment. I want to remind you that the perpendicular bisector, we did a little activity at the beginning of the year, you may or may not remember it, and we saw that points on a perpendicular bisector are equidistant from the endpoints of the segment. So, for example, I'm going to just sketch. I know this is not an actual construction, but just so you can see what it looks like. Wow, that's way off. That all of those points, if you pick any point on that line, or line segment on that line, it's the same distance from C as it is from D. And that's true if you're here, same distance from C as it is from D, or way down here, same distance, same distance. So it's the collection of points that are all equidistant from both C and D. So we're going to use that fact to allow us to do this construction. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to take our compass, put the center on point C, and I'm going to open the compass up to more than halfway across, so past where I can see the midpoint would be. And the reason is, basically I'm just looking for points that are, again, equidistant from both C and D. So I'm picking an arbitrary distance. Well, if the distance I choose is too short, then they won't intersect. So these points that are all this distance away from C that I just made up, if I do points that are that same distance away from D, they won't actually intersect, so I won't get a perpendicular bisector. So now let's try that again the right way. So now if I open this up to wider than the middle, what I can do is find all these points that are this arbitrary distance away from point C. And now I want to find points that are that same distance away from D. Again, equidistant from both C and D. So same distance away. And you see that there are actually two such points, down here and up here. So think about this for a minute, and it'll help you to remember how to do this construction. Would you agree that this point right here, this point down here, is the same distance from C as it is from D? Well, again, this arc and this arc are both the same distance because I kept my compass the same length. So it must be equidistant from C and D, and the same is true for this point. So I'm going to get rid of those because I don't really need them. All I really need for this construction is to take my straight edge and draw the line that passes through those 2 points, and that is my perpendicular bisector. That's all for today. Thanks.